Hello everyone. I am doing some last minute Brackey Game Jam reviews today. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for, but I figured I'd try to squeeze some more in real quick. I think there's like 14 hours left or something like that, so I might do some streaming now, maybe a little bit more streaming tonight as well, just to try to get in as many as I can. Especially since there are people who commented and rated our game too. I feel like it'd be nice to kind of give back to those people and check out their game as well. So that's going to be the goal for today. Of course, there's a link in the description for whoever wants to add their game as well, if that's a possibility for you, if you're new to the stream. So that is going to be the case for today. And the game that I'm going to start off with is Overload by Smooth Process. This is by Jaff Craze. Looks like a bullet hell type game. It looks pretty good, so really interested in checking it out. They have a download, so let's do that. Download now. I think I sent out the information to Discord. Just double checking that real quick on all the typical places. There we go. All right. So that should all be taken care of now. Time to download all this stuff. It's getting angry, but we'll go with it anyways. Ooh, a Godot game. That'll be interesting. So it looks like it's just the executable file, so that's cool. So we'll read through the page real quick and go from there. So Overload. Stay alive, collect power-ups to get stronger, and unlock new abilities. Mix your abilities to get stronger effects. Looks like it was made by Rue Pedro Costa. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And Jaff Craze. So you can use WASD to move, ZQ whatever to move, and mouse is to shoot, shift is dash, E is shield, space shockwave. So the controls are at least in a somewhat comfortable position. I always personally prefer gamepad, but that is totally okay. Let's get started. Hopefully it actually opens up. Try it again. It's saying that it's angry, but if I go past all this, as long as no one's actually given us a computer virus, that is totally okay with me. I wonder if no, doesn't work. Okay, I was just trying to go full screen mode. It didn't work, but this works as well. Seems to be running slightly laggy, but the menu looks pretty cool. I like the targeting icon that we have. Let's check out the credits. A game by Rue Pedro Costa, Smooth Process, and Jaff Craze. Check out the options. Okay, so we can mess with the music. That works pretty well. Just gonna bump it down a little bit. Hey, Mr. Muffins, how's it going, man? I'm just trying out some last minute reviews. I'm going to see how many I can get through today. I might stream for about an hour or two right now, and then try to stream maybe a couple more hours tonight. Mainly trying to give back to all the people who rated our game. I'm doing fine, thanks. That's awesome, man. Hopefully your Saturday is going pretty good. I know mine is. We had to go do all the grocery shopping and all that good stuff. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a capacity for shooting. Seems a little difficult to land a shot. but I'm kind of getting it. Uh-oh. Taking a lot of hits. I just really want to land this shot. Oh, that purple thing's bad. Okay, I thought it was a power-up at first. Okay, so I finally took out a guy. A little more feedback to the player, letting them know if they like made hits would be pretty nice. It sounds like there's a sound effect. Nope, there's not a sound effect. It's just the sound effect of when you're shooting. So there's no sound effect or like bullet detection when you're hitting. And it also feels like a very rough path. But overall, the enemies are really cool. They have a pretty common bullet path that a lot of these bullet hells have, like the swirl patterns, you have your straight shooters. Oh, hey, look, power up. Okay, cool. Okay, now I can shift, which is like the dash button. There's quite a bit of cooldown on the shooting, which for this type of game, I wouldn't expect a cooldown for shooting. Usually bullet hells allow you to be a person who can non-stop shoot as well. But overall, I think the gameplay is pretty smooth, except for the bullet detection. It's really hard to tell if you're actually landing your hits or not. The velocity of the bullet is carried with the ship as well, it seems like. So when you're like doing a swirl pattern yourself, the bullets carry with it, kind of throwing off your shot. It should be when you fire your bullet, it's going to go straight from wherever you are at that moment and call it good. Pretty polished overall, though. I mean, like the menu looks nice. It's running a little slow on my machine, though. Not quite sure why that's happening. But with that being said, this is a fun like bullet hell type game. If you like those, check out Overload. That was by Jeff Craze and Rio Pedro Costa. So what I'm gonna do, open this up and go to submissions, go to our game, and I'm just going to go down through and look for the games that people have rated and we haven't played yet. So we have played that. You Make Me Strong. I don't think we've played that one. Oh yeah, we played that one. So we'll just go back. We just did Overload. I did the Shield Spectra already. Let's do I Ant You. Alright. So it looks like it's another ant game. It always makes sense for the theme. WebGL, always appreciate that. A description. A game made for Brackeys Game Jam 2021. You are an ant and need to get to the rose bush to take the delicious aphids that are on it. Ooh. But there are obstacles and holes, so you need the help of the whole colony to get there. Good luck, and thanks for playing. Alright, so we have a nice little grid here showing us the controls. Looks like arrow keys move and rotate. Space is jump. Shift is rotate mode. Interesting. So it looks... Oh, so we're like building a bridge with the ants. Okay. That's pretty cool tech. Pretty cool concept. I hope sometime me and you and A-Box can do a team game for a jam. That'd be pretty cool. I've never actually worked with like another programmer for a game jam, so that'd be interesting trying to make that happen. I know I'm taking a little break from games right now, but I mean, when I get back into it, I'd be up for it. That'd be a pretty cool challenge. Alright, so it's telling us, okay, so the music is pretty cool. There's a I don't know what you want to call that music. Something you have to listen to yourself, I guess. Kind of sounds like tribey, like tribal music, but like lo-fi chill stuff at the same time. I wonder if that's what they were going for, but whatever, pretty cool. So arrows move, we can jump, we can rotate to a shift, and fix ants. Okay, so just shifts, arrows. Wonder if I can just jump. Nope. All right. Oh, okay. Oh no, I just tumbled off. I've never tried teaming with another programmer either. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You use Unity as well too, so I think that could be work out pretty well for us. So, all right, I'm gonna lock him here. Bada bing, bada boom. This is pretty cool. The physics are kind of weird. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. This is pretty cool. The music is interesting too. It's like chill steppy. Uh-oh. You can freeze them in the air. I wonder if I can do that. All right, there we go. We're just gonna keep rocking with it. Oh. I don't know how he's just hanging there, but you know what? That works. You can just like yeet yourself. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Oh, no, no, no. Poor ant. Oh, man. I keep falling in the water. Oh, no. All right. Well, he's down there. Poor ant. He didn't have a chance. Also never tried Unity Collab at all. The only thing I would recommend if we try that, familiarize yourself with Git or GitHub. I know Brackeys has a tutorial on it, and it works pretty well. It's just actually getting it to work. All right, so let's see. Because that's one of the easiest ways that I found to like share the code and everything. I know Zenser, Shi, and I've tried it before, and for the most part it works. I hope you guys are enjoying me just stacking bodies of ants. I wonder if I can't seem to jump when I'm on the ants. It looks like we're got to go down left. All right, so that guy's just frozen in the air. I gotta run and yeet myself over this, and maybe I can... There we go, I just gotta tumble myself. Oh, no. So you can, like, kind of stick to walls, too, which is interesting. This is a pretty cool game. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the mechanics of it. Controls are a little wonky at times, but once you get used to it, it's not bad at all. I'm really digging the music, to be honest. Oh, I accidentally face planted that guy there. All right, I think I can land on this now. Oh yeah, look at that. Team building exercises all the way around. Oh, I fell through the ants. No. All right, as long as I keep tumbling. Man. There was probably like a really easy way to do this one, but since I'm a fool, I'm trying the hard way of doing it. Here we go. Woo! Oh, is that like a checkpoint? Oh man, I've been a fool all along. I could have been checkpointing. Oh man. Uh-oh. Yes, got it. Oh. That's probably not what I was supposed to do, but yeah, there we go. Now he's locked there. I can jump off him and oh, and fall in the water. That's not what I wanted. All right. Oh, I totally screwed that one up. The fact that I put that guy there at the spawn has really made this a lot tougher. Man, I don't know what these ants did to get so cool and strong and be able to float in the middle of air, but I think that's pretty neat. Uh-oh, I got stuck. I'll restart the level. So I'll just keep doing this. Try to be consistent. There we go. Ooh. Climb, 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 climb. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but I'm gonna make it work. Oops. I'll just tumble off, I guess. Wheat. Alright. Not what I wanted. Alright, so now we're gonna get some little stair steps. Whee! This is really fun. Man, the music stopped though, so they don't have it like unlimited loops, which kind of sucks, but you know what? Can't complain. It was good while it lasted. Oh, yes! Yes! And, oh no, now we got to actually, you know, try at this point instead of just flinging ourselves around. So I'm going to try to tilt my guy like this. Oops. As long as you kind of like rotate into them, they kind of holds on. So if I do something like that, I can I guess I just make a wall of ants at this point. Gotta be quick on when you freeze them in the air. Don't know if that's the intention, but it works pretty good. Oops. We'll just keep piling them up. This concept of this is really simple, but man, very effective. Simple gameplay, but fun. Oops, I froze him a little too early, so that probably just screwed everything up. Oops, no! Alright. I guess I'll try to fix my bridge, my ant bridge. I guess I'll kind of just fill in the gap. And then we should be able to easily climb on up. I guess I'll try to go straight up because that's the only thing I can do. This is going to be the last level I do of this one, by the way. Just because I don't want to spend too much time on a single game. Even though this one is really fun and pretty addicting, I could see this one being polished up more and made into like probably a mobile game. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh no. Alright, I think we're getting really close. We've used a lot of ants. I haven't seen like a scoring system or anything, so that's probably something else that could be implemented into it. So as long as I keep doing this, just keep stacking the bodies, I should be able to easily make it up there now. As long as I can touch that rock, because that's when you kind of like glitch onto it. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, ant. You got this. Alright, looks like I'm stuck. So I'm going to have to kind of go solid there. And let's just keep trying. Keep climbing and trying. All right, so very solid there now. Let's see if we can make it. Very glitchy, but oh, here we go. We got it, guys. Yes. Oh, that was the end of the game. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was I Ant You by Velopes. Cool music, nice graphics. Kind of a shame that there wasn't any like sound effects. I think that could have added to it. Also, the music was cool, but it only lasted for a couple minutes, about 2 minutes to be precise. So once that time frame was over, then you had no music or sounds to the game, which kind of took away from the game's appeal. But overall, the actual mechanic of the game was solid and fun. And yeah, that's something I could see myself coming back to, like, especially on like a 5 minute, like, what, car ride or something like that. You're like, oh, I'm bored, pull out my phone, boom, boom, boom. Here I'm playing with some ants, throw them around. That'd be pretty cool. So that's how I'm seeing this game. I Ant You by Velopes. So we'll go back to here. And of course, anyone who's watching, if you have any recommendations of something you would like to see being played, go ahead and let me know. Even if it's not your game, I'd be more than happy to try it out. Going down through the list, above and beyond. All right, so let's try this one out. Looks like a lot of stuff going on. Visit the page. The 5th level onwards, there is a new mechanic introduced. Do not use this mechanic as it may soft lock the game. The game is clearable without using it, except one part in the level it is introduced. Only in the second ascend you are able to properly use it without problems. Only then press space. Ooh, interesting. Please keep playing until you reach the title screen. The game has 2 ascend parts. I noticed some people stop after the first ascend, but there's a lot more after that with some more mechanics. Do not use the mechanic though. You want to go up and only up. You see all these things flying around, reaching the sky, but no way to get there yourself. Maybe you could ask for help. A short story about wanting to go above and beyond. Full screen is recommended. There are 8 levels in your search to go up. Made for Brackeys. Known bugs, both WebGL and Windows version. Flyer not able to be retrieved. Flyers destroyed on death if attached to something. So for the people who are watching, you guys doing anything cool on your weekend, or participating in any jams or anything like that for yourselves? I know for me, I'm going to be also trying to work on finishing Cerebellum Turmoil's video, the devlog video. I have the script mainly written at this point. Have to record it, and I'm going to be trying something kind of new for the like video editing, so hopefully it goes a little quicker. We are having guests over. Very nice. Hopefully it goes well and enjoy a good meal or whatever you're going to be doing. Hey, and if you want to, if you really wanted to, if you want to try to entertain your guest with some Jackbox Party, let me know. I can always fire that up and stream it too, and maybe you can get some laughs out of the people you're hanging out with. Okay, so look at that. It's a little platformer. I like how the main title screen was that. Wonder if I can jump on him. Nope. Crap. I don't remember seeing what the controls were, but we'll just keep doing this. There's no double jumps as far as I can tell. I like the little particle, like flappy things that you got going. So as far as I can tell, you're only supposed to go up, but as we have to go down because that's all we can do right now. So hopefully that wasn't the end of the game. Maybe we get a special ability or something. There is a sound effect when jumping, but there is no music playing. Oh, here we go. Kind of reminds me of the orchestra music. So everything's going up. Maybe that's when we get the ability to fly. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's kind of like a double jump. It kind of looks like someone played Blackbird from Blackthorn Prod's jam. It kind of has that same feel to it, which there's nothing wrong with that. Pretty cool mechanic. Got like a little piano playing when you use it. Bing! Alright, so we beat the first level. We have the friend of our little triangle flyer. So now we can actually start working our way up. You just have to be careful not to touch the walls when you're trying to go up, because it stops your momentum then. Can I fly up over? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, pretty solid though. I mean, visually, simple geometry, but understandable and a week long, especially if you did this by yourself or a very small team. It does look like Blackbird. I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed. You got the little spike pits. Kind of makes me wonder if there's going to be like a monster that appears. Oh no. Yeah, that momentum killer is kind of a pain, and now you can't make that jump. So fly, fly, fly. There we go. You almost have to do a running start and hope you follow the correct path. Here we go. We'll be able to make it up here. Always going up. That's the whole goal. Always going up. So they go pretty strong with the theme for that. Pretty nice. Stronger together with, you know, the little buddy that's helping us fly around now. Oh no, now we're going down. This is bad. Why are we going down? We want to ascend. I feel like I just screwed up. Because this feels like where I came from already. Uh-oh. I guess I'll go down. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, I don't remember this many spikes, so we must be going the right way. Oh, look at that, a new buddy. Okay, so that gives us more uppy ups. Getting some Flash game vibes. For reals. I gotta head out now. Glad I was able to make it to the stream. Oh, I hope you have a good time, Mr. Muffins, and good luck with your guest, and hope it all goes well. And glad to see you're here, Jason. I'm sure you've seen in the chat that Mr. Muffins and I already kind of talked about the game feeling like Blackbird. I'm sure you remember that one. Which is that's not a complaint or anything, that's a compliment, by the way, if you haven't played it. It was a very well designed game for sure, so this is definitely giving off all that vibes. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'll play this for a little bit longer. I really wish I could see the end of the game, but it said there was 8 levels, and I don't know how many levels I've made it through. I wonder, I might actually be able to make this jump now. Oh yeah, look at that. Hopefully that was where I was supposed to go. Blackbird, yeah, the really pretty one. Yes, exactly. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. Nope. Definitely not supposed to be up here. So since I don't know where I'm going at this point, the only thing I can say is without having very distinct visuals in some areas, it makes it much harder to find where you're going. And obviously these little squiggle guys are going up and to the right, so I'm guessing that's eventually where you need to go. But I just can't find like where I would actually go with it. So I'm sure there's probably another little triangle buddy that I have to find. And I would love to try to find it, but I am gonna move on to some other games just to give them some screen time too. But yeah, this was a pretty solid platformer. Some little minor nitpicks. When you try to like go up against a wall when you jump, you automatically lose all your momentum and then you get stuck. It'd be nice if you had like no friction on the wall, so that way you automatically just like slide right up and call it good. And I'm sure you could also do some like little hidden areas, kind of like this. It looks like an area that will be a little alcove. You could find some secret hidden buddies or something. But yeah, I mean, overall, visually, even though it's simplistic, it still looks nice. Controls work fairly well. Again, the minor complaint of getting stuck up against the walls. There's really no music unless it's like a big set piece area. So like when we walked into the big empty area, had a little orchestra music. The little buddies flying around definitely remind me of Blackbird, especially since that's kind of granting your new abilities, flying around with them. Oh, look at that. Might have found where to go. But anyways, you have sound effects. They work pretty well. It's like when you jump, you get a piano sound. So you know when you made your jump, when you start holding up to keep your flying going. Stronger Together matches the theme fairly well. So nice work overall. That was Above and Beyond by Bridge on a Stick. So nice work. So what are you up to, Jason? Anything fun for the weekend, or stuck doing nothing, or thinking about game jams? Right now I'm just going back through the list, seeing what I can find. Dwarf Mac and Cheese Company. Don't think I've played this one. So let's take a look at this. Looks like a tile-based game. When your units are in a group, they are stronger. Did you write all the stuff yourself? Yep. Cool deal. School burnt me out, so I think I'll probably just sleep. Can't blame you there. Are you, like in college? Or are you still in high school, middle school? I feel like we've talked about this before, but I can't remember. I remember going through college, and that was rough. Junior year, high school. Nice. Well, congratulations, and good luck when you move on to the senior year. A lot of people say that's like the best time to kind of figure out who you are and hang out with people or whatever. So I know the whole pandemic thing's kind of screwed that all up, so hopefully it's not horrible for you. Embark on an adventure with your fellow dwarves. There's great glory awaiting you. Be weary, for one dwarf alone cannot beat his enemy. He must instead fight with his peers side by side, topple even the greatest foe. One thing I would recommend, though, if you're in high school, utilize your time while you can to figure out things that you like, especially if you try to go into a career or even just a job straight out of high school or during high school. Kind of sucks. Well, I have to hop off for the time being. Something important came up. Good luck, Jason. Whatever it is. Good luck, man. Take care. We'll call this Fatty McStuffin' Pants. There we go, Fatty McStuffin' Pants. Gonna go in full screen. Looks like we have... Oh, I thought that was like a Joker hat, but definitely a Nomi dwarf hat. When one in group shoots, other archers will shoot too. Alright. Oh, okay. So we just keep moving. We got Frodo O'Schnitzels. Look around with the mouse. Okay, so you can click and drag, you can look around. And it looks like we have Frodo, who we can put over here. Maybe he'll start shooting. Oh man, you take a lot of damage. So I should have brought Fatty McStuffin' Pants over. Can we pick up his goo and heal up? Nope, does not work that way. Can't do anything with the tree. So one in group shoots, other archers will shoot too. So as long as I maintain them in a group, then we should be okay. Can't go in the water. So I think I'll use Fatty McStuffin' Pants as the lead. Oh, look at that. There you can add new companions. Your companions, Fatty McStuffins and Frodo. So I'm going to go next level. So it looks like the people locked up in the cages are the ones that we can free up. When unit is nearby, is hit soldier saves half of taken damage. Okay. So I'll move this guy closer. He's almost dead. But as long as I'll keep Frodo by ugly old Galdolf, that will make us stronger because he won't be taking as much damage. As long as I kind of go smart about how I'm moving everyone, we should be good. I do like the art style on this. It's very simplistic, kind of reminds me of the Bloons Tower Defense games. So what I'm going to do is leave Frodo in the back because I don't want him getting hurt as much. So we have a giant coming towards us. Crapola. Alright, so let's see if this works. Alright. Move back, ugly. Oh no, ugly Gandalf died. Alright, I gotta move him. Gotta move back. Oh no. Not Fatty McStuffin' Pants. Oh no. Well, we were stronger together, but now I'm just running away. No! Oh, that sucked. Just got murderized. So I just gotta be smart about how I take this guy on. Oh man, pretty brutal. I wish he could move more units at once. So definitely got to get him over here. And move this guy here. Bob McTato. Alright, so now we got him coming in after us. What if I put him up front? He's dead. So I also have to make sure I pay attention to who can go where. Oh, they can move two? Nope, they can't move two. Alright, so this should give us ample opportunity to take care of this guy. Come on, Cusco Okie Dokie. Yes. Alright, we took the big guy out. Move him in. Move this guy. Oh, no. I might have screwed up. Oh, he's strong enough to actually do damage, though. Alright, so move Fatty McStuffin Pants in. I want to make sure I have archers by these guys. And keep the archers closer together, because they all attack at once. So, with this, I'm going to finish this level, and then I'll move on to the next game, by the way. Because I feel like I've seen a lot with what this game has to offer. There's probably going to be one more unit type, at least space-wise. That's kind of what it looks like it's going to show. Oh no, there's a guy with a gun. Oh man, we're in trouble here. So we need to move Frantisek cheese. I'm gonna move my archers closer together, move all this guy over here. I don't know how long that guy's range is, and that's what I'm mainly worried about. So I'm trying to be smart about how I move my guys. Uh-oh. So, able to take him out. Alright. So I'm going to see if I can just run. Look at that, cool. Bob Fool. We'll take Hubert Pancake. We'll take them all. Oh, I guess we can't. I'm just gonna look around the map, see if there's any like hidden people. So it looks like you need a magic person. So all your typical people that you would see inside of your games, like these type of Dungeon and Dragon games. So the mechanic behind this is really cool. You are obviously stronger together when you have more units. The music has been pretty interesting. Nothing too memorable, but it fits the game though fairly well. Graphic wise, it looks good for what it is. It definitely gives the flash game vibes, especially like your balloon tower defense games, things like that. You got some cool little like tile effects here, like the water. So there's some pretty cool elements to the game. Overall, I like the direction this took. It works really well. The units work pretty well. I wish there was a little more explanation of like how that specific unit worked though. There's a little bit of trial and error at first, but once you figure it out, pretty solid. So I'm going to back out of that and let's go to the next game. We'll go down the list. After I make it through this list of games that's on here, I'm going to check out my Brackeys form that I had set up. So check it. I'm just going to pull that up real quick so I can show you. See if there's any games on it or not. Google Docs, all that good stuff. Google Sheets is the one that I needed. And I'll drag that over. Scroll, scroll, scroll. And these two are actually done already. I did those last night. And I rated them all already, by the way. So it looks like no one has added anything to the list yet, and that's okay. We'll just keep going through this. And at the end of this list, if there's no one on my request forms, I'll just go play some random games. We did the dwarf mac and cheese. That was pretty good. Looks like we need to do opossums. This looks like a funny, cute little game. Kind of reminds me of the Poopy Monkey game. It's not a bad thing. It just means it's going to be silly. Opossums. Play as 3 opossums. I'm just going to say possums. Play as 3 possums in their adventure to rescue their babies while solving puzzles. Important, there are several bugs in this version. If you click here and want to try out an out of jam version, click here. Controls, press enter, left click to start. A, D, move left right. W is jump. Space, switch between possums. Left click on switches, throw a little possum to activate it. And right click, call the little possum to your back. Okay. So I'm just figuring out how to move. Looks like that's a pile of poopy. I'm gonna go full screen so I can make sure I can see everything. Can't do anything with those guys. Okay, so you can push. The animations are pretty cute. I like the white outline consistent around everything. Press space to switch possums. So is this like the angry boy? I guess I'll move him. Oop. I'll get baby guy over here. Okay, so this guy can jump in air. Touch and wait to activate. Okay. So it looks like we just unlocked. It looks like these guys will have their own special little abilities. Bring all possums to the end. Oh, he froze up. Yeah, the art's really cool on this. It's you got some pretty interesting effects. Walking animations are pretty good. Doing quadrupeds is pretty hard for animation, so nice work on that. The old grizzly one is really slow. He looks so pained when he's jumped. He's like, oh gosh. Alright, so it looks like we can push stuff. Maybe? I kind of wonder what that pink square is behind the player. Yeah. Alright, so I'll use this. Oops. I'll use this guy for right now to scout out the area. I don't know why he's getting stuck there. Oh, okay, the white outline shows where you can go. Can he go down? I'm guessing not. Alright. So I'm going to try to use Little Possum. I think I can get thrown, but I need to figure that out. Alright, fat guy, jump up here. It says right click, but it's not working. So maybe that's one of the few issues with the game. So I might be stuck at this point. Obviously they said they have a better version, but I think it's fair enough to see, like, the art on this one is adorable. Yes, I really agreed with that. The possums are really cute. I like the baby one and the adult one because he's just like so grumpy looking. It's like, oh gosh, why am I here? Tinky baby. But yeah, this was pretty cool. He's like, especially when he jumps, he gets that little like sweat mark on his head, like, oh no. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It's a nice little platformer, stronger together. It matches the theme. The music has like almost like a Mexican vibe to it. The like shaking maracas and whatnot. So he's so chunky. So with that being said, it's pretty good. Pretty good game. I liked it. I couldn't get the right clicking and left clicking to work correctly, but I mean, that's perfectly okay. It's the game jam. Took a week to make it, and now I can kind of see, like, just from the gifts here, what's going on. So it looks like I might have just got stuck in a bad area. something wasn't working right, probably a bug in the game. So either way, Opossums by Nax89, Juan El Hongo, and Franco. So yeah, pretty cool game. I would say recommend checking them out, but obviously check out the non-jam version. Nothing wrong with that. Still seemed like a pretty good game. All right, so let's check out, see if there's any more left on this list. Boom, boom, boom. We played Amalgamated already. A new Tube Goofin'. Haven't played that one yet, so let's check that one out. New Tube Goofin'. So this is a downloadable game, so we gotta download it. Oh my, 420, huh? Windows. Must be a Unity game or Unreal game. Guessing Unity. Let's go to the game page and see what else they have to say. A wall. Stacks together. Played that one earlier. New Tube Goofin'. Alright, so while this one is extracting, I will read the page. So summary, relax and float on the river with other fellow tubers while collecting stars. See another tuber on the river and link up to collect even more stars. Nice. You must have heard the 420 part. Description. Move around the river with a keyboard, WSD, or a PC controller. Oh, nice. I got a controller. Team up with other fellow tubers on the river to collect as many stars as you can. The more people you have in your group, the quicker you will collect stars. Controls. Keyboard, PC controller. Left stick is move, Y is jump. Okay. This game was made in about 3 days. There will most likely be bugs, but please enjoy the game and hopefully nothing crazy happens. Alright. They use a lot of assets. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Should be able to start the game up. Do. Okay, so I'm gonna try using the controller. See if it works. Looks like I have to use the mouse to start it up. Okay, so controller does work. And what am I trying to collect? Stars? Not the trash bags. Oh, okay, so you're stuck in this area. It looks like you can jump over stuff. Alright, we got a new Tube Goofin'. New Tube Goofin'. No, come back, Star. This definitely feels like a mobile game, 100%. You got some pretty unique music going. It's kind of like the relaxing stuff. Relaxing music. Man, there's a lot of rocks floating down the river. What's going on? Is there like an earthquake or something? Oh no, did we lose a tuber? So we got six people right now. It says we have 7 though. I only see... Oh, there we go. We got 7. Oh yeah. Once you have more people, this obviously does get a lot easier because now you're taking up the whole river. This reminds me of one of those lazy river rides that you'd see at like Great Wolf Lodge or whatever the other places are called. All those little indoor water parks. Yeah, you should have had like the really big guy that has like the big beer mug, big old belly, and big beard that's just like grumpy. So that was a fun little game. The music is a little overpowering, the water effect's a little overpowering, so I mean overall if you're gonna play this game, turn down the music or your volume on your computer, and yeah, pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty straightforward. It's just a high score game. It was fun. Uh, I mean, the effects looked pretty good. When you collected stuff, you had little sound effects. Uh, there was a lot of random crap floating through that river, so it just kind of makes me worried about the pollution in that area. So that was NewTube goofing. Nice work, dude. I think they said that they used Bolt, so this was all visual scripted game instead of doing your typical programming. So nice work, utilizing the tools to make a pretty solid experience. And I mean, just like the effects and like the collection of the stars and like the way everything just popped in the game, really reminded me of a mobile game. So maybe that's something you should consider trying to do. So we'll go to the next game. Oh yeah, for the people who, or if anyone's even curious, I'll go back through and do actual ratings on the games, and then I'll just attach this video to it. I don't have really a whole lot of time left to do full written reviews, especially since I'm going to be trying to power through multiple games. So sorry that I can't give you a full written review, but hopefully the video is enough to kind of show you what I think about the game, what's going on with it, possible positives, possible negatives, so things along those lines. So it looks like we played all those. Propaganda and Rebellion. I don't think we played that one yet, so let's try that. Is this looks like toddlers. Angry toddlers. That's spooky. All right, so a WebGL game. You are a warlord in this, and this is a small strategy game. Your goal is to conquer all the territory on the map while causing rebellion in the other players and stopping rebellion in your own territory by sending propaganda leaflets. Can you do it? So it looks like WSD is to move the camera around and left click is to do stuff. Try to fit the theme stronger together by focusing on the Civil War aspect of it. If you let discontent grow in your country, then it will have a rebellion, where your manpower and land will get split off. So you must keep your country stronger together in order to win. So very simple looking game, but sometimes this is deceptive. Sometimes it's a little more in depth when it's visually not like as nice. That means they focus more on the gameplay and not the visuals. So let's see how it goes. Kind of sounds like Bosca Coil music. How to play. The goal of the game is to take over the board, control WSD to move camera, LMB to interact. There are 2 actions you can take per turn in below order. Spread propaganda, decreases self or increases enemy discontent based on number of territories. Every turn there is a chance a player will have a rebellion based on discontent. High discontent will reduce manpower. Attacks. The attacker's manpower determines the number of rounds in a battle. Manpower is accumulated per turn based on territories. Note in battles, if a player reaches half their manpower, they lose the battle. Okay. So we'll just try it, see how it goes. So we have 0 discontent. So what if I just... I'll just click here. Not exactly sure what that did. And then click here. Oh, cool. So I took part of his land. Oh, is this like a 4-player game? So now they have the ability to take over. Oh, I have to hit in turn. Oh no, looks like green just almost got his butt taken out. Oh no. I'm gonna take over green. I can't tell if I'm winning that or losing it. I guess I'll attack again. Alright, so I can't do anything, but I'll end the turn. So it definitely looks like green is going to be taken out of the game. I'm going to focus on yellow because they have more discontent. And then I'll attack them again. Come on, we got this, guys. Woohoo! Alright, so we are taking out yellow right now. We don't have that much manpower, though. Alright, so red is getting low. But we should definitely focus on yellow. Knock them out of the game. Yeah, I'm going to focus on yellow. Take this one out. And turn, and that means player 2 lost 1 troops and 2 territories in rebellion. My disappointment is immeasurable. Good time for an ambush. So it looks like pink joined in. It looks like we have a lot of manpower. We could take out this territory. I'm losing a lot of manpower, so that's not good. I'm not really sure what's going on. Looks like I should still be good, though. There we go. I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm going to end the churn. Oh no, pink or purple or whatever just got removed. So definitely going to focus on kind of clearing this red guy out. Just weaken him up a bit because he's being a booty head. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the yellow guy kind of looked like a Lego man. It looks like he has a little peg on top of his head. But it looks like yellow is going to be our next move. Oh, did I forget to end my turn? Yeah, I must have forgot to end my turn. So we have a lot of the strength. It kind of looks like a player gets advantage, which is nice. It makes things a little easier. We'll just take yellow out, knock him out of the game, and we get more land in. And looks like we have to end turn. He's going to try to fight us. But I feel like he is a fool. He is not going to win. Sorry, player 2. It looks like your booty is taken. Looks like player 1 lost 10 troops and 2 terrorists in rebellion to a glorious future. I see. Okay. Haha. So looks like we lost a little bit of manpower and whatnot, but that's okay. I am going to focus on taking out red. I'll allow... You know what? Maybe I can take both of them. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. Oh no. So I think I might have to use some propaganda in my own area, make myself stronger. That way I don't lose more discontent. Because right now they're pretty unhappy with themselves. So I'll take away discontent and then bada bing, take them out, guys. This is a pretty cool little concept. I could really see this being a multiplayer game too. It's kind of like Risk. So a little bit of strategy to it. Right now it's a little easy for the player, but if you could add like an actual multiplayer element to this, that would be a very, very strong. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to use some propaganda on myself the next round. My disappointment is immeasurable. Player 2 lost 1 troops and 0 terrorists in a rebellion. All futures are determined. Oh no, we lost 13 troops. Oh no, what's going on? Alright, so we're back to 0 discontent, but we really need to take on these guys. I really want to knock out player 2 because I've been working on him for quite a while now. He thought he was gonna dictate the world, but guess what? He's a fool. Once we beat the round, then we'll go from there. So obviously I'm gonna heal myself up, and I am going to take on this guy. We'll just keep working on these guys, seeing how much we can just keep on kicking their butts. Later, nerds. So we'll end our turn. People are just going to keep showering us with discontent. But you know what? That's okay. Looks like red is going to be easier for us. We don't want to lose too many people. So we'll go with them. Alright, so we'll have to end turn. They're going to shower us again. So we're probably going to have another rebellion. Oh no, we got lucky. So I'll just keep using posters on myself. And we'll take out red. And I'm definitely going to use propaganda on myself again to make ourselves happier. And then I'm going to try to take out blue. And we should be good from that point. As long as there's no other rebellions. So bye-bye, Mr. Discontent. Player 5, you fool. It'd be cool if there was like more going on in the background too. Like obviously the focus is mainly on the board, but you know, it's always nice to have that additional little a little bit of fanfare going on. So we'll just keep throwing flyers on ourselves, lower our discontent, and look at that, we won. So very, very cool game. I like the strategy type games like this. It was simple, music a little repetitive, especially for how long the game is. Visually, nothing super appealing, but I mean, for a 1 week game jam, you did pull off quite a bit. It worked very nicely. Didn't find any real bugs to it. It'd be nice for more environmental stuff going on around it. So maybe like when you started a war, you could see like little war scenes going on around it. Obviously, you put it on straight on the tiles, but something going on outside of it would give the game more of a game feel. And I mean, the feedback's pretty good. When you click stuff and you hover around, you're getting feedback by sound effects, visual cues. So it works out pretty well. And understanding like the propaganda part of it right off the bat was a little confusing. So maybe when it's like the first player's turn, like the first round of your turns, it would say like use propaganda. So you could use propaganda on yourself or on the enemy. And then on the second turn of the player, it'd say use attack or attack player. Obviously you put it in the notes down here, but to make it more solid of a concept for the player, putting it in the game would have helped. So I think you might have kind of had that. We'll just see, like right here, it says a possibility of giving them 4% of propaganda. So kind of interesting. They kind of did it, but it wasn't super clear at first of how that was working. Again, that could just be player error, but something to kind of knock it into focus would have been nice for me, honestly. But good work overall. You got the cool little particle effect of papers falling down to the ground and flittering about. So I mean, you got it working pretty well. And stronger together, you kept your community together, and you can fight and take over other lands. So pretty cool, dude. Propaganda and Rebellion by C4 Scar. Let's move on to the next one, if there is any more. Scrolly. We played Way already. Walled Apart. Don't know if I played that one yet. Nope, have not. So we got some very aggressive color palette use. A short puzzle game where two little guys help each other escape a dungeon by blocking deadly lasers and crossing cold rivers. Can you help them in their escape? Objective, get both characters to their flags. Controls, WSD. Change direction, space, WSD. Ooh, interesting. Place, pick up E. Change player, left shift, restart, menu. Place a box on the teleporter to teleport the box to the other side. Metal boxes stop lasers but sink in water. Wood boxes make bridges over water but are destroyed by lasers. Oh my, there's a lot here. So hopefully they kind of ease us into it so we can kind of learn the basics. That's always the bad thing about doing like the big wall of text of instructions, is sometimes it's just way too much information for your player to retain, especially since a lot of people that are rating games and jams, they don't really have a whole lot of time to spend 20-30 minutes on a game just getting familiar with the game itself just to be able to enjoy it. So if you can make it simplified, especially controls, make the controls simplified enough so they can move easily, figure out what to do in the game, figure out the game mechanics, that's really going to help. The main thing that helps is reducing the frustration for the player. Because when a player gets frustrated, they're no longer having fun, and then they're just going to point out all the flaws. So that's something to kind of think in mind. So we got some credits page. Game developer was Luis Selwood, level designer Luis, game artist Theo Parker Banks, game concept was Theo, and game composer Richard III. So we got some music. You got feedback when you hover over the button to get like a little clicky noise. I must say the font kind of blends in with the background. Mainly the UI buttons, I should say. The font for the UI blends into the background because you have pixel art with pixel font. There's maybe like an outline around the text could have helped make it pop a little bit more, or maybe you could have used like a faint fade behind it, and a nice little menu holder. Just to make it a little bit visually easier to see for the player. And then you have a really strong color palette change up here, which is a little weird, but I mean, so far it works. So let's try it out. We're just doing a new game. So I can move. Okay, so I can move player. There's a teleporter. I'm not quite sure. What were the controls again? Okay, E is pickup. Okay. Plop, plop, plop. Oops. Oh no. Alright, there we go. So now I can switch player. So the controls already is a little weird. Maybe you could have like pushed the boxes, or when you automatically walk into an item, you can pick it up a lot easier that way. It just would help the player themselves. Again, simplify controls as much as possible. I don't see a metal box. So how? Oh. Okay. So I thought that was just part of the laser. It was hard to tell that it was a metal box, but I figured it out. There we go. So a nice little puzzle game. This kind of reminds me of Portals 2. You're separated from each other in some areas, and you have to do stuff in both areas to make it so the other person can get through. So it works very nice. So I know I need to get the wooden box over. Leave that guy there. Pick up the box, drop it in. Then I need to carry... Oh, no, I don't have to carry. I just have to place it down here so I can get everyone over. Eventually, I feel like this is going to get pretty complicated, hopefully. Dropping the boxes is a little confusing sometimes. Not confusing, just a little A little frustrating because you feel like you're gonna place it down in the right spot and then it just kind of pops up in the wrong area. So there's that. So again, things are getting a little more challenging, I guess you could say. Having to move the guy and pick up the boxes and all that good stuff. There we go. Graphically, the level looks pretty good. You have a weird perspective going. I mean, I can see some sprite tearing as well. Usually something to fix that is if you're using like a material with just a sprite default on it, a default sprite material, and apply it to your tile maps. It usually helps fix those gaps. That's one trick to do that. So it feels a little inconsistent because you have very heavy pixelated walls and then you have smooth tiles out here. It still works though because it shows like the cracked tiles. And what else? Visually, the characters do stand out, but they feel out of place, I have to say. So what does the blue one do? Looks like it does nothing. Oops, whatever the last direction you looked is where the box gets placed. That's one of the things that's a little confusing. So if I do this, then I can grab the box, put it over here, grab this box, put it there, grab this guy, put it here, and then bada bing, bada boom, we got it. So things are getting a little more complicated. They're adding more teleporters, same boxes and everything. So they're keeping the same elements here, which is a really good design concept, keeping the same mechanics, but just improving upon them, using them more in a more effective manner. And in this case, you're making the things more challenging because now you have to backtrack a little bit. You have to think ahead, like, okay, well, if I place it here, then I might get myself stuck over here. So things like that really are a nice touch to a game for game design. Game design wise and main gameplay loop, really good work here. Visually, I don't know why, but it just feels off to me. Something doesn't seem right. Kind of like I'll point it out right here. So this corner looks like you're up against the edge real tight, but then you have like a wall going into it because you have this hard line. You feel like this should be a corner, so if that's the case, you should be able to kind of see the top of the wall, but you can't. So a few of the things just feel a little off, and also the levels are always the exact same setup. Again, you're utilizing that same area multiple times, which is a good practice, but at the same time, if you keep it the same for too long, then it becomes a little dragging on the eyes. So then your player burns out and they're not interested in trying to go further with the game. So a few things to kind of keep in mind. Overall, solid work though. So good job on that. You had sound effects and you also had like a little bit of ambient music too. Again, it was just a very repetitive loop, especially for a longer game. More variety, again, helps. So overall, pretty good work. This was Walled Apart by Monkey Business Studios. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to all these games though. We'll go through Walled Apart, Blob Queens, and we'll do the Blob Queens Adventure. Oh, cool, another WebGL game. Game done for the 5th official Brackeys Game Jam, my 2nd game jam. I'm quite happy about the progress I made. 5th release, now ready for the jam. If you are curious and willing to help me, please try it and do not hesitate to point out everything that makes you think it is not normal. It would be much appreciated. Stronger Together. You play as the queen of species that can absorb its children to get bigger, heavier, and stronger. I wanted to play on the fact that stronger is not always good, like making traps for big or heavy blob. Info, I did everything by myself except for the fonts. Features to add, change. There are always room for improvements, but I think I will focus on bugs and feedback. So they've definitely been taking critiquing very well, so nice work on that. Ideas for the future, that's okay. Known issues, somehow fixed. So I won't worry about that. They said they fixed it. Alright, so I'm gonna go full screen. Pretty basic UI, but it works for what it is. We got some credits. So special thanks to Brackeys for their tutorials on YouTube, Blackthorn Prod and their YouTube channel, fonts Heavy Heap and Abstract Groovy. Find my website at shireden.github.io. Let's go to the controls. So it looks like arrow keys, or A and D. So AWSD is what I'll be using. Right click is shooting. Spacebar is jump. E and R. And OP to change music. Interesting. So they have music control. So I'm guessing nests are levels. Cool, so they even give you a little tutorial right when you start the game up. Alright, so oh, left click is shoot. Talk. Oh wow, I'd be round if it is not a real octotone. You have to be a blob queen. I study you species since I arrived here. I come from a very far place, you see, but that is not the point. Until now, I discovered that your species lives in nests. Other than that, it seems your kind can absorb and expulse your children's. When you do so, you become bigger, heavier, and stronger. But you can only reproduce around strange statues. Really interesting. I'm telling you all that, but I don't even know if you understand me. Are we square? Anyway, I know for a fact your species likes to stay in their nest. I wonder what made you go outside. Could it be? Oh, I see. You lost your pearl. It seems like every blob queen has a unique pearl that is really important for them. Looks like yours disappeared, right? If that's the case, I think I might help. I saw a strange creature fleeing right up. It had something in hands, purple and glowing. Your pearl, maybe? From the noise I heard a bit after I saw it, I decided to call it a thief. Be careful while chasing it, young blob. The world is not as square as it seems. All right, thanks, Bob. I'm going to change the music. Let's see what it all has to offer. I like the animation of it. The art style is very consistent, so the blob is like kind of juicy, jiggly wiggly. Let's see what this does. Oh, so it's just a bloom effect. I figure it would. It really does look like it's something that you could collect. That's kind of weird. It's like a dead angel. I'm trying to remember what all the buttons were. That's one of the hard things about these types of games is it's just so many buttons to remember. Oh crap, they don't say what the buttons are. Alright, so I'm gonna go full screen again. Maybe M for, nope, escape, nope. Oh man, oh. I thought shift did something, but I don't think it does. E talks F maybe? Nope, that's fire. Q does nothing. ZXZ does nothing. Shift control. Oh, none of that. So that looks like an angry slug. Alright, so it looks like I got smaller. Oh, hey, it's Bob again. Hey, you again? Did you find your pearl? Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't be a triangle. Anyway, see that strange totem there? I like its shape, but it becomes a bit scary when you come closer. However, I know for a fact that it's totally harmless, contrary to some monsters lurking around the area, but still, children don't like it. And to be honest, I can understand them shiver. Oh, and one more thing before you go. You can see that platform over there is looking strange, right? You see? Step on it, it trembles. I wonder if something heavy enough would make it crumble. Can I squiggly wiggly around this? Oh. Oh, did I just create a baby? I'm not really sure what's going on. It looks like I just gotta get fat. I really wish I remember the controls though. Is it E? F, D. I'm hitting all the buttons that I can think of. Nothing. Alright. So we'll just go over here. Oh no, that's an angry slug monster. Uh-oh. No, 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 no! Am I dead? Take that, angry slug. I thought I was stuck, but I wasn't. Alright, good thing I'm not fat enough for that one. Whoa, I just had some weird glitchy physics. Guess we'll go this way. Ooh, so the clear ones you can kind of go through. Is there nothing over here? Oh. So it looks like when you get far enough, you get fat enough, you break that platform and you have to use the jumps. Okay. Uh-oh. Right clicking. Right clonking. Nothing is working. So I'm gonna have to just say, like, it seems pretty cool. I probably just forgot what the controls were because there's just so many. So again, going back to game design principles, make it as simple as possible. Especially since like you give the ability to use the mouse to shoot. Make right click do something, kind of like using these platforms or whatever you're supposed to do. Because I can't get anywhere at this point. You got 2 music tracks, better than nothing. It'd be nice if they kind of looped on their own instead of having to switch it. Art-wise, it looks pretty consistent all the way through. You did a nice work on that. You made the level very simple, so all black shading. That's always nice because it keeps it simpler for you, less work for you to do. And you can make bigger levels when you just have very simple shapes and colors. The main gameplay loop, I wish I could have gotten to the point where I used the blobs and stuff. I can't even get past this point. So I'm not quite sure what's going on or what went wrong. I tried like every button on the keyboard and just not working. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this game and then move on to the next one. But maybe, I know you said this was your second game jam or second game. You did a really good solid platformer experience. Just simplifying the controls. Remember, keep everything simple. And it doesn't mean your game has to be like for babies. It just means keep the controls simple, so the player only has to focus on main key buttons like movement and jumping. That's already going to take a lot of focus of the player to do the platforming correct. Then you add in firing, which is okay. It works really well for that. But now you want the player to also focus on hitting E and shift and jump and shoot. There's a lot going on there. Yes, it's in a semi-comfortable position, but when something doesn't seem to be working right, then the player's going to get frustrated. They're going to say, oh, this is crappy controls, blah, blah, blah. So keep the controls simple, especially if you can kind of compound them into one button. So let's say like you have WS or A and D to move, but you're not utilizing W for jump. So now the player, most people are used to the keyboard where AWSD is all of like your movements. Why not utilize W for jump? Now you have to stretch your hand out to use the jump. Oh, and I also got glitched. But anyways, if you took away the spacebar and made jump W, now the player is already comfortable and familiar with this hand pattern. So now you took away spacebar, the main use of spacebar is jump. Now you can use that for like maybe the blob feature, like splitting up or collecting blobs. That way it's main buttons that your player is going to be using, and it's not spreading it out all over the keyboard, and it just streamlines the process. So things like that would really help the user experience. You have a pretty solid art direction for the game. One thing that's a little inconsistent is like you have hand-drawn backgrounds and then you have all black environment. Doesn't really quite match, but that's okay, understandable. It's a game jam, 7 days. So I think if you had more time, you would have made that work better for you. But I would say focus on making the gameplay experience more streamlined for the player. That way they can accustom to it and grow and experience the game instead of getting stuck at the controls and being frustrated with it. So that's my biggest piece of advice for you. And I hope I don't sound like I'm being mean or anything. This is hopefully good feedback for you to focus on. And music, you had good choices for the music. Again, it'd be nice if it looped on its own. Understandable that making a system like that is kind of tricky at times. So with that being said, not a big deal. And I like how you made it so you can turn it off too, so that's nice. You do have sound effects when you jump, so you have like elements of trying to add polish to it. You don't have any shoot sounds. When I was hitting the enemies, I couldn't tell what was happening to the enemies, if they were taking damage or not. So again, player feedback is always good too. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop playing this one. That was Blob Queen's Venture by Sugar 20 or 220. So not bad at all. Very, very solid platforming submission, especially for only being your second game. So let's go back down through the list. I think we made it through all the comments on this page. So let's go to the next page. And just double check these real quick. We got Obsidian, played that one. Jam Out, we played that one. Pack Attack, we played that one. A Fuse Cannon. Don't know if I played that one yet. End of View played. I Heart You I played. And Hug the Wind I've played. Okay. Oh yeah, I Heart You is also a pretty solid like puzzle game. So another fun one to check out. Anyways, let's go to a Fuse Cannon. This will be the last game that I play because I've been streaming for quite a while now. And I do think I'll stream a little later as well today. But anyways, let's get into the last game, A Fuse Cannon by Met Gaming. This is an entry for Brackeys Game Jam 2021.1. The theme was stronger together, so I decided to lay the game upon the factor of fusion. Fuse the enemies you come across and collect the shards to save everyone from the approaching meteor. WSD or arrow keys to move and jump. Nice. That's what I meant by combining known keys and for your use. So like WSD he utilized for the movement and jumping. Very nice. Point and click to shoot gun. Nice. And R to unfuse. So very simple control layout. Something to kind of imitate. It's nice when you keep it streamlined. Point and click, normal movement keys, and R. Nothing that hard. All right. So by the way, I messed up the code and the game starts at level 4. Head to the level screen and click level 0 to start at the very beginning. Okay. So we'll download it. A very small game file. Nice. Save it. Drop that. We already read through the page, so once it extracts, we'll start it up, and this will be the last one. Last one we play for today. Okie dokie. As long as it doesn't blow up the computer. Seems like my machine is struggling. Hopefully it's not just blowing my machine up. All right, here we go. So it said we need to go to levels and start at level 0. Hello, whoever. Save us. You must get charts. WSD move. Oh, and the game crashed. Uh-oh. So I'm guessing something happened. I don't know. I really wanted to try it out. It was very hard to read the text, and then the game crashed. And now it won't let me open it up. So I'm guessing my whatchamacallit, antivirus caught the game. So maybe there's something wrong with the game. Maybe it's throwing errors, or maybe there's a virus in it. I don't know. So I don't want to say that there is a virus in it. I'm just saying that my antivirus caught it, and that's usually what happens. Typically, it's like a broken game with errors. It's throwing these errors, and my antivirus is like, no, and it freaks out and grabs that game, and then spits it out to the side. So something that kind of sucks. So. And now it's freaking out because it's saying that the game still exists. So I'll have to try to figure out what's going on with that. So overall, that was the last game that I was going to play. Sorry that I couldn't play it. Hopefully that it just didn't like have a virus in it. I really hope that's not the case. I don't think it did. It's just my antivirus is freaking out. So with that being said, guys, I hope you had a Sufu. Oh no. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, it happens. But you know what, guys? I plan on doing another round of this like last minute reviews later tonight. I just been playing for quite a while right now, and I need a break. But it was fun playing through the games. There were some really interesting ones, and I'll try to rate the games that I went through on this list, rate them real quick, send the stream link to those people as well so they'd see their games being played. And hopefully if anyone does have suggestions that's seeing this, if you use the link in the description for the Google Sheet, just put your URL in here and I will try to play your game. So with that all being said, take care everyone, stay safe, and I'll talk to you later.